What up, folks? I am Ultrazilla, and this is my review of the Mafex John Wick 2. Alright, my zillions, it's time to wish Keanu Reeves a happy birthday with this review of the latest John Wick toy from Mafex. I did not get the first one because I hadn't watched the movie yet when the first one came out. Any of them, so I ended up with the second one. Ordered this on Ami. Got it in a pre-order right at the end there, before it kind of went up in price, I guess, or you were only able to get it from US retailers, which, you know, makes it go up in price. Yeah, that's just how it is. But since I've seen John Wick 3, and it is Keanu's birthday, I saw John Wick 3 just a couple days ago, something like that. I figured now's the time to do it. Let's get it done. I am fully John Wicked. How is this figure though? Let's find out. For accessories, first up we have the Mafex stand. I am not taking it out because I have a million stands out, but you get the picture. It's one of these stands. We've seen them many times before. Nothing special here. Wick comes with a bunch of hands here. We got a kind of open hand here. Kind of sort of like a palmed hand with his ring. This is a more open hand. We have a fist hand with the ring. Fist hand without the ring. Another holding hand for his left hand. And then we have a fist with a pencil in it. The pencil looks pretty good. Really, looks really good. You see the tip and everything. It's really well done, and the eraser and all that. I'm not going to tell you about the pencil, but yeah, it's a big part of John Wick's mythos. Next up, we have two pistols here, one smaller than the other. I don't know the name of pistols. I'm not going to even bother looking it up. He's got one bigger one. It's got gray on top. It's got silver, gunmetal on top and bottom, which is cool. It's a nice sculpt. They're really small. See the best way to show. Like there, you can see it. The same thing here with the smaller gun. A lot of detail for a small thing. You do see gunmetal at the clip and at the top, which is nice. They both look really, really good, I gotta say. Next, we have this, I guess, semi-automatic. I don't know. It's been in the news so much lately, unfortunately. You got some gunmetal down here. It's a really nice sculpt. You got gold there for the bullet. Well, where the bullets go in, I guess. Or come out, I should say, actually. It looks good. Barrel looks good. Everything looks really nice. Scope. It's got a cloth strap, which is a nice touch. So you could sling it over his back if you want. Probably not like that, but you get the idea. It's very nice. It's a nice piece. The last weapon we get is this kind of shotgun deal, which is cool. You know, big part of the thing, the mythos. You have not a big part, but like, I don't know, it's pretty iconic, him using this. You do see the shell like flying out. I think that's a cool little touch. Not bad. Probably folks will prefer it not being there because you kind of have to have him shooting. But I like it. It would have been cool if this had an effect part with it. That would have made this, like, overall really nice. But it's decent. It works. I like it. Next up, we have the regular John Wick head. This is the actual head he comes with in the package. But I just prefer the beat-up face. So that's the one I would keep. It's okay. The likeness is decent. It's not the 100% best, but it's good. You can see that the eyes are, digitally painted, so that looks pretty good. The beard looks good. It's not overdone or anything. I like it. It's good enough. Could it be better? I think it could be slightly better, but it's definitely John Wick. It's definitely Keanu, so, hair sculpted well. No shading in the hair at all, but I like the beard the best. The mouth looks good too, actually, and that's printed. Oop, there we go. So, not bad overall. And lastly, spoilers if you haven't seen John Wick 2, but this is his new dog. It's been out for quite a while. John Wick 3 is already out on Blu-ray, or digital at least. which was good. I liked it. I liked all 3 movies. I love these movies. Really, really well done. I'm glad I saw them in a short time frame. I think that made it better for me. I saw the first 2 when the 3rd one was out in theaters, and now got to see the 3rd one. Eyes look really nice here. Well done. I think digitally painted as well. The nose looks good. The whole sculpt is really nice. There's no articulation on this guy. He's just a little doggy. He's got a little bit of gray paint there. Sculpt is cool. He looks muscular. Very, very nicely done. And that's how he scales with John. So, very nice. I do dig this edition. It definitely, you know, made this set more worth it to me to get than to try to grab the first one. As for the figure himself, he looks pretty good. He does suffer from this, man, and the last John Mafex piece that I got with a suit was like the first Dark Knight Joker, which I hate. And it had the same problem with the suit, the way they made it. And you see, you can't really take off the jacket or anything because I mean, why would you? He doesn't take off his jacket. But the way they did it, I feel like you get too much of a gap there. And that's visually, you know, makes it look a little strange. I'm looking forward to getting the DST one. I think I'm going to get it. Because I think, you know, just having the suits sculpted all in completely might be a better way to go if that's how they did it. We'll see. But as far as this goes, yeah, that could be a little better because as soon as you do that, it becomes really ugly. Yeah, I feel like there's got to be a better way to do that. Otherwise, I think the suit looks rather decent. There's a lot of nice folds and wrinkles in it. Looks pretty cool on the legs. You get slightly different color at the joints, but at least they tried. That's pretty cool. The buttons are glossy black. You know, the rest of the suit is kind of like a satiny look to it. It's pretty good. And I'm not sure if there's shading or anything, but because of the way they sculpted it and the material they used, you can see it's a little bit pearlescent, so it kind of gives off a nice gleam, which is good. The buckles here have the nice, you know, suit buckles. Suit buckles? You know what those are called. I forget what those are called right now. Cuffs? Some sort of cuffs. He's got his ring on, his wedding ring. It looks good. You know, so the suit looks good. The tie looks nice. I do dig it. His shirt is kind of like it's not really white. It's kind of like a light gray, which is cool. I do dig that. Nice shoes, really nice shoes. And then you could see that if you go down here, it does have some socks. So that works. And this head, oh, this is the back of the suit, by the way. Did I show that? I don't know, but let's do it up and down. Looks good. That head, this head to me looks a lot better. I think between the hair going in front of the eyes and the cuts and bruises, it just adds to the look of John Wick and just makes it drives it home that this is Wick, that this is Keanu, and I like that a lot more. That's why as soon as I got it, I instantly changed the heads. I just like this one more. It looks really good. So eyes look great. All the little cuts look awesome. The beard, again, looks great. The mouth looks good. It's basically the same head. You know, they just changed the hair sculpt, so the hair is coming down, all disheveled. And then they added all the wounds, which, again, it just makes it. It looks really cool. So there you go, guys. Overall, I do dig it. Proportionally, his head might be a tad small for the body. What do you guys think? It might be. It could be the way the shoulders are shaped out. But no, I don't know. It kind of looks like, especially if you do like this. Like you could even see with the neck. The neck looks very thick compared to the head. So yeah, you're best off like vanilla is not a good pose for this guy. But as soon as you start posing him, I think he works out pretty well. It's rather good. Head's on a ball joint. You get some good movement. Is there a neck joint? There is a neck joint, so you can move it around a bit more. Then you have the ab joint. moves around freely. Waist joint is very good as well. You can move it back and forth. So lots of great range of motion there. The elbows, the shoulders are on these big ball joints here. No butterfly joint, but you can get it across pretty decently. So that works well. It can drop down, as you've seen, which is good and bad. You know, it'll be good for like dynamic posing, but bad for the overall look. Then you got the double jointed elbow. The hinge here goes back and forth, and you know, you can rock it a little bit. Rock it! The legs do have a... Oh, I just pulled them apart. Oh, so now we can see the joint there. Let's put that back. Wow, did I just scuff up his whole suit? Or was that scuffed up? I couldn't tell before. Legs go out that much. There really isn't that much of a drop down joint. I thought there was, but there isn't. Then you can rotate it a little bit in there. You do... Is it a double jointed knee? It might not be, guys. I think it's just one single joint at the knee. Right there. Yep. And that's interesting. Can rock the foot. You can spin the foot, go back and forth, so it's like a hinge there. Hinge at the toes. It can actually go down or up, which is pretty great. So yeah, single joint at the knee. That's interesting. Interesting choice there. But you know, I mean, look, I think everybody has this perception I feel of like Wick being like super posable, but I don't know, like having watched all three movies rather recently, like I feel like he's not as posable as some folks would think. He fights a lot, yeah, like martial arts style, but like I don't know if he's doing that many crazy moves. So I don't mind the single joint at the knees myself, is what I'm trying to say. For your size comparisons, here he is with Diabolique, Battle Cat, Hellboy, Professor Hulk, Colossus, Pink Ranger Kimberly, Hello Kitty, and Mario. And my final thoughts, I like this figure. I think it's pretty decent. This head sculpt is definitely better than the regular head sculpt. It comes with some really cool accessories. I think the articulation's pretty good. You know, maybe the proportions are just a bit off with the head being, I think, a tad too small. But, you know, it works. I think my biggest complaint is the shoulders, the way the shoulders look. I think that could be done a little better with these suited figures. But you guys let me know your thoughts below. I did enjoy the movies, so I am really happy to have this dude representing. I might get the DST one, we shall see. Like I said, I am interested, but we'll have to see how that goes. Alright, but for now, that's my review. Happy birthday once again to Keanu Reeves. And if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Buy me a coffee on Coffee if you dig what I do. Become a Zillion today. Click that bell to be notified when my videos go up. Till next time, peace out, peeps.